Hello, class 10 students. Welcome back to your political science class. Today we are going to discuss national parties. Before this class, we've already discussed the party system in India, or how many parties should we have. Under this topic, we've already discussed one party system, bi-party, that is two party system, as well as multi-party system. And today we are going to discuss national parties. Children, democracies that follow a federal system all over the world, they tend to have two kinds of political parties. Okay? Parties that are present in only one of the federal units, okay? And parties that are present in several or all units of federation. ओके कोही पार्टिजहरू चाहिँ खालि एउटा स्टेटमा या दुईटा स्टेटमा देख्न पाइन्छ तर कतिवटा पार्टिज चाहिँ वी गेट टु सी इन many states all over India or almost all the states all over India. So these are the two kinds of parties that we have in India. And those parties which are present countrywide are called national parties. And those parties which we only see in one state or in two states, okay, is known as state parties. So today we are going to discuss national parties. National parties have their units in various states. Broadly, they work on national lines. For example, if you see BJP in Sikkim or BJP in Maharashtra or in Uttar Pradesh, you see that these party will work on national lines. They have all common agenda and common ideologies and principles that they follow all over the country. The very most important factor that we have to consider here is these national parties are required to register with the election commission. We've already done this in class 9 that a political party needs to be registered with the election commission, which is an independent body in the country. When it gets registered with election commission, these national parties, okay, it offers National Commission of Election Commission offers some special facilities to large and established parties. Okay, what are those facilities? Vandahari, they generally give a unique symbol like lotus, like hand palm, okay, elephants. So they are given a unique symbol, and also they are recognized as political parties. But for this also they have to have fulfill certain criteria to become a recognized party. कतिवटा क्राइटेरियाजहरू उनीहरूले फुलफिल गर्नु पर्ने हुन्छ. So what are these criteria? Please listen to me carefully, okay, so that you don't get confused. So the criteria to become a recognized political party are: number 1, 6% of votes in Lok Sabha election. These political parties, in order to become a recognized political party, they have to secure at least how much? 6% of votes in Lok Sabha election. Or they have to secure 6% of votes in assembly elections in any 4 states. Now I'm going to explain what this means. 6% of votes in Lok Sabha election. That means whenever you have a general election, like we had a general election in 2019, where we generally select or vote member of parliament, okay? So here, any party has to secure at least 6% of the total votes. Suppose, for example, the total voters all over India is 100. Let's give an example here. Let's suppose that all over India we have 100 voters. Total voters are 100. So in order to secure the position of recognized political party or national party, my party should get at least 6% of the total vote. That means if you have 100 population, you have to secure 6 people's vote. At least 6%, 6 people should vote for that party. Or, or let's take an example. If you have 1,000 voters all over India, you have to secure at least 60 votes. Okay, so this is the first criteria of becoming a nationalized or recognized political party. Or if you can't secure this much, 6% of total votes, or you can also secure 6% of votes in assembly election in any 4 states. Let's take for example 4 states like Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Bihar and UP. In these 4 states, in the assembly elections where we contest for MLAs, okay, there you have to secure at least 6% of votes. So either 6% of votes in Lok Sabha or 6% of votes in assembly elections in any 4 state around the country. Or now the second criteria, which is must. Math is a or थियो दुईटामा एउटा 6% of votes in Lok Sabha or 6% of votes in assembly elections. This was or, either or, anyone. Yo सँगसँगै, and in order to become a recognized political party, the party has to win at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha elections. Okay, so you all know that we have 545 seats in Lok Sabha. Okay, there at least to become a recognized political party, one has to secure 4 seats. At least we have to secure 4 seats. So according to this proportion of votes and seats, there are about 7 national parties in our country. Today we are going to discuss only 2 such major political parties, recognized political parties. They are BJP and Indian National Congress. BJP, as you all know, Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, it was founded in the year 1980. But children, you should be knowing that this party has been revived by one party. It has been revived through one party, you must say, that is Bharatiya Jana Sangh. Bharatiya Jana Sangh bara niskeko yo party ho, है Bharatiya जनसङ्घबाट निस्केको भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो चाहिँ 1980 मा फर्म भएको थियो. बट भारतीय जनसङ्घ वाज फर्म वे ब्याक इन 1951 बाय श्यामा प्रसाद. Okay, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, and BJP was formed out of Bharatiya Jana Sangh. Now we talk about ideology. That means principles. What are its principles? What are its ideas? The first idea or first ideology is it believes that on India's ancient culture and value as an integral humanism and Antodaya. Integral humanism and Antodaya. These are the 2 things. Now this principle has been given by Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya. Okay, he said that integral humanism, according to him, means that human being should be the core. That means center. He has to be the important, the human being should be the important criteria in society, which has to be given utmost importance. Human being is important too. It's a core of society. र अर्को आइडियोलोजी जुन चाहिँ अन्तोदय भन्यो, that you must have studied in class 9 economics also, है. अन्तोदय भनेको चाहिँ he said that the last man should receive the welfare scheme. That means poorest of poorest person in the country should receive welfare scheme. This was 2 integral humanism and Antodaya were or is their ideology. That means BJP's ideology. Apart from that, they also focused in cultural nationalism. Okay, that is Hindutva. Many of us get confused Hindutva and the Hindu religion, but no, for them Hindutva is not a religion, but actually they wanted to say that It's a way of living. It's an art of living. Like, for example, our values are Vasudeva Kutumbakam. That means nationhood. That all, the person in the nation is one. So the next ideology, apart from Antodaya and humanism, was Hindutva, which means art of living or way of living. The third ideology that they followed is integration of Jammu and Kashmir. They said that Jammu and Kashmir should be integrated to India and everybody should have uniform civil code. That means everybody should be treated equally irrespective of their religion. The next ideology that they said or they followed is they believe that there should be ban of religious conversion. Religious conversion, just the one religion to another religion ma convert huncha, त्यो चाहिँ ban गर्नुपर्ने भन्ने, that was their ideology. Now this support was very weak in the beginning, but their support increased by 1998 when it formed a coalition government as NDA. NDA को एउटा coalition government भयो, where Prime Minister was Atal Bihari Vajpayee, where the leading party was BJP. And now, what is it? After 2014, we see BJP is one of the largest ruling party. So this BJP follows our rightist wing, leftist and centrist हुन्छ. Rightist, they believe in not changing, whatever Hindutva जस्तो प्रकारको scenario देख्थ्यो, जस्तो खालके cultural base देख्थ्यो, so they didn't want to change. So they believed in rightist, they are in the rightist wing. So this was BJP. And everybody knows the most prominent leader, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he is also from BJP party. That is Bharatiya Janata Party, and its symbol is lotus. Now switching on to the next largest party, national party in India, that is Indian National Congress, INC. Now this is one of the oldest party. There were other parties, older parties, but this is one of the oldest party, formed in the year 1885. One of the very interesting fact about this party is it was not formed by any Indian. Rather, it was formed by A.O. Hume. Yes, and it played a dominant role in Indian politics for decades after independence. In 1947, we got independence. Till 1977, 47, 57, 67, 77, almost 30 years, For decades, this party played a very dominant role and it was a very powerful party in India. And it is from not from rightist, neither from leftist, it follows centrist wing. That means it's neutral. It believes in changes, but it believes in the changes which goes hand in hand with the modern nation. Okay, westernization, modern culture, let's say, it gives importance. So what is its ideology? Number one, it aspires to build a modern, secular, democratic republic in India. Okay, secular, everybody knows, where all religions are treated equally. Okay, there's no state religion. Secular. Democracy, you all know what is democratic. Principle here means that everybody should have the right to vote. Republic means where the head of the country is elected. Okay, these are the principles which it followed. And it supports a new economic reform with human face. It supports that the new economic reform, there has to be changes, but it has to go hand in hand with humanism. That means it has to have a human face. It ruled till 1977. After that, after independence till 1977, only Congress was ruling. Then we get to see the coalition governments. Okay, then again came to power in 1980 and 89, and it emerged as the leader of UPA. Okay, United Progressive Alliance, which is yet another coalition government. Okay, in 2004 to 14. Now we can see it's a principal opposition party. During the UPA government, everybody knows that the Prime Minister was Dr. Manmohan Singh. So today we have discussed about two national parties. We also have discussed the criteria to become a nationalist party. I hope you all have understood.